Yesterday, Rosenborg played in the Cup against Strindheim, also a local club in Trondheim, and they managed to win 3-0 with 2 early goals, including a penalty kick from Ole Sæter and a goal laid on from Mustafa Zaidan. Overall, there weren't too many surprises. It was a win for Rosenborg, which was sort of expected, and it was a nice way for some of the reserve players and some of the players that have been injured recently to gain some game time minutes. But overall, it's a very good thing that we won. We're on to the next round, which we are going to play against Tromsdalen in 2 weeks' time. But let's be honest, we're not expecting a very different result there. We're expecting to win, we're expecting a similar team to start, so more of the fringe players that haven't really played too much this season yet, just to get them game sharp, to give them minutes as well, and they are more than qualified to get the job done, of course. What did you think of the game though? Let me know in the comments down below. Other than that, there are some talking points that I would like to go over. Yesterday I put out a short where we went over the team news and the possible lineup. And from my predicted lineup, which you see on the screen right now, not much has changed. The only change in the system would be that Reitan and Mortensen would have switched in the game. So Reitan was playing right back and Jonas Mortensen was playing at the left. And with Noah Holm and Ole Sæter sometimes changing in-game, whereas instead of Noah Holm being on the right, it was Sæter and the other way around. It's also very good to see that Ole Selnes is making a comeback with game time. Last season, of course, he had been out for quite a substantial amount of time, and it's good to see him back in 2 games now in the Cup. Hopefully against Molde, he's got a chance to start if he's game ready. He was the only player actually to get taken off early in the game, so Elias Sandrud came on for him, I think during the 70th or 80th minute, roughly around that time at least. So that might actually suggest that they are planning on using him this weekend, whether it's from a starting position or whether it's as a sub. Either way, it's always exciting to see your captain back, of course, so that's a very positive thing. And what I admire a whole lot is the fact that Alfred is willing to use players that don't get too much game time in these cup games to give them some minutes as well, to see them, to try them out. Also for some in different positions, with for example Mortensen playing as a left back rather than a right back, and with playing 2 strikers but one of them out on the wing. I think what he's trying to do is, of course, to see how the players are playing, who is match ready, who is willing to start in league games, and with a potential busy summer coming up, also maybe looking at who to sell, who to keep, and stuff like that. It's a very good thing either way for all the players to get some game time, whether it's younger players or more experienced. Something that I'm also very impressed with is how Ole Sæter is currently handling his situation. As some of you might know, he was linked to a whole bunch of clubs during the January transfer window, and it was actually said that Rosenborg had an agreement with another club possibly, or well, at least that they accepted a bid. But Ole Sæter opted to stay. But with the transfer of Dino coming to Rosenborg, Ole has now found himself mostly sitting on the bench for the Eliteserien games, only coming on later on in the games, but not starting the games, unfortunately. And I bet that a player of his caliber would love to play each and every game, and currently he is not doing that, at least not as a starter. But with him now playing in the Cup and also scoring in these games, there is a good chance that we're gonna see him as a starting striker in the Eliteserien soon again, especially since Dino has not scored in his past few games. And with Ole making an impact the way he has, it's nearly impossible to leave him out of the starting lineup. But of course, that is up to Alfred to decide in the end. I would expect him to start soon though, if he continues the way it is, and then for Dino to take his place in the cup game so far, or on the bench. The unfortunate thing is that we love so many of the Rosenborg players, but only 11 can start the games, which is of course unfortunate, but it's something we have to deal with. Another player who I feel like is near the fringes of the first team and should get some more minutes is Jesper Reitan Sunde. He started the game against Strindheim and he played insanely well. He is also the reason why we got the penalty in the first place, which Ole Sæter managed to score. And this isn't the first time we've seen him do well. The thing is for him right now though that Emil Said is playing insanely well over on the left wing, and Marius Broholm is of course playing very well on the right wing, which of course makes it very hard for him to come into the starting lineup right away, but I feel like he deserves at least more minutes as a substitute due to the energy that he brings and the way he's been playing in the cup games. I feel like there's a lot to come from him. I think that he has a big future at the club, and I hope that he keeps up his progress and manages to work on his end product a little more, so a little more goals, a little more assists. But besides that, he has been fantastic with the performances that he put in, and also the energy that he gives, both defending and attacking wise, because he's a very energetic winger, moving past the line the entire time, helping with the defense, helping with the attack. You can basically find him anywhere every time. And I think that deserves a lot more credit than he's currently getting. Upcoming Sunday though is when there's another big match at Lerkendal. We are of course playing against the Smurfs, Molde. This should be a very exciting game. I hope of course that we're gonna win against them with 5-0, 10-0, 20-0, 30-0. Even though that's not gonna happen, despite the terrible form that they are in and the incredible form that we are in. But either way, I hope we're gonna win. I expect we're gonna win. I think it's gonna be 3-0 as the final score. But we're doing a small short on that tomorrow. If there are any videos about the Molde game that you want me to make, let me know in the comments down below. I mean, I'm going to be at the game anyway, so I still have the time to make these types of videos. But other than that, let's batter these Smurfs. I still have some videos that I made, well, shorts that I made at the Strindheim game, which I'm gonna insert at the end of this video. So I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you in the next.
Så er det jo studiet i Stavanger, så det er ny start i Viking. Jeg tror det blir bra. Jeg har ikke sånn jeg har ikke faste dager. Så han slenger seg til høyre og ikke til. Du må faktisk dra. Jeg tenkte litt på det. Det var sånn litt som vi prøver. Som tiden kommer. Ja, men